Okay, here's how I solved this challenge. Generally, the first thing you do when you're creating a variable is to go to the X here, Manage Project Variables. And let me first begin by saying, if you went about this the long way, I mean, that's beautiful. That's how you're going to learn, the sort of logic of variables and the logic of the trigger wizard. So if you went the long way, that's beautiful. I just want to show you a couple of shortcuts. So the first thing, we need a new true-false variable. But we basically have it right here. If we copy this and paste it and double-click, we can just give it a new name. And instead of organization complete, we should probably name it products complete. Everything else is great. True, false, set to a default value of false. And so we'll select OK. Just want to double check that it did do that. Great. We have organization complete, products complete. So we have our true false variable. Just copy and pasted, made a few tweaks. That's kind of the theme of this movie. Let's take a look. So we need to create a new state on products to that sort of grayed out one, right? But we already did that. If you look at organization, if you look down at the states, it's grayed out. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up to Format Painter, double click, get the little brushy, and then go over to products. And look what happens to the states. Whoosh! We have that at products as well. So that saves you time. And again, if you went the long way, beautiful. It's how you learn. So we have our true-false variable. We have the states. Let's go over to the triggers panel. Remember this guy? Change the state of the organization link to complete when the timeline starts if the organization complete variable, moves to true. Now, we need a very similar trigger, but just related to the products. So we're going to select this, copy it, paste it, and then just make a few tweaks. We're going to select edit the selected trigger. So change the state, not of the organization link, right? Because we're dealing with the products link now. To a state of complete, that's the grayed out one. When the timeline starts, these are the two steps you just kind of have to memorize and trust me that it's going to work. On the condition that organization complete, wait a minute, not organization complete because we're dealing with the products one. So let's select that condition, select edit the selected condition, and just make one tweak. If not organization is complete, but products complete is equal to a value of true. And remember, the variable started with a default value of false. So that looks good. Select OK. And you can see these triggers over here. Here's the one that relates to the organization link. Here's the same trigger, but we just made that change to the products link. So do you remember what is going to change the variable to true? That happens if we go to Story View. I'm going to scroll down. Let's take a look at the end of the organization scene. That's one of the neat things about Story View. You have all your triggers here. So a lot of the times you don't even have to do that deep dive into the slide. So set organization equal to true when the timeline starts. So basically they get to this slide and there's a trigger that makes the variable go to true. We just need to paste it to here. So we'll select it from here, copy it, go to the end of the products scene, and then paste it. So there is the trigger. And what do we have to do here? We have to edit it just a teeny bit. Just the variable, not organization complete, but products complete. Everything else remains the same. It goes to a value of true basically when the timeline starts or the learner gets to this slide. Select OK. Okay, so let's preview this slide. I'll press F12. Select products. We're going to cheat a little bit. We'll go to this last slide and listen to Ron.
I'm here at my well. I'm about a mile from my house. What I feel right now coming through this pipe is 35 gallons a minute of water that's taking care of my avocados and my home.
We're done with Ron. We'll go back to the main menu. And the products icon is grayed out. So again, if you went the long way, great. That's how you learn. But you can copy and paste triggers. Saves you a lot of time.